talk about. I was about to say one that we didn't get to talk about, and I was surprised. I said, we went 0 for 3 on Thanksgiving. I was like, there's no way we go 0 for 4. Like, there's no way. There's
Love it.
absolutely no way Chicago beats Philly, and then Chicago beat Philly. So that's a big problem to me. I don't know in terms of what's going on in the NFL. Like, we've already had questions about Philly. I still don't like, and I mean, I'm gonna ask the question in a second, but I still feel like I can't give it to Chicago. I can't. So
No,
there's something in me that's like I really can't.
I mean, there's yes and no. There's a part of me that definitely gives it to them for being in this position, and even if yes, this is a depleted Philly team, not in terms of personnel, they have the personnel, but in terms of fucking execution. Um, like no, I give it to them for beating the Eagles, beating a team like Chicago or who we think Chicago is, beating the Eagles at any strength. I give it to them. But it still doesn't mean that Chicago is some force of nature, some team that other teams should be scared of come playoff time. Um, I mean, there is a ceiling for this team, and it's a first round exit.
Okay, and that does answer one question, but Chicago on box score, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Final score, amazing. But when you look at this game and you really try to figure out how Philly allowed two players to rush for over 120 yards, and then on that flip side, Saquon can't break 60. It's I don't want to say this like it's not some rare occurrence or something, but it's like Chicago is not going to, like, I get it. Yes, they're up there in terms of leading the league in rushing yards, and they can dominate the run, but
What's
130
bro's
yards, and
name?
then
Manungai.
Manungai,
I love
Kyle
that name.
Manungai,
That's my
he
favorite
ran
name in
for
all of sports right now.
Manungai.
Manungai. I
It's cool,
just
but he ran
sounds
for 130.
phenomenal. Yeah.
He ran for 130. DeAndre Swift ran for 125. What the hell is that? I don't see a world where that's replicated, where any defense allows that. There's not going to be
Well,
another
also, like, if
offense
you
that's
have
going to be able to
260 plus rushing yards, you should probably put up more than 24 points.
that. And
They
it's like,
didn't.
what the fuck? What does Caleb Williams have to do?
I know, and then all praise goes to Senior Williams over there. Um, I
Only thing
mean,
that man has to do is hike the football.
for real, and props to Ben Johnson, and what Ben Johnson has done essentially is keep the ball out of Caleb Williams' hands, um, more than it's supposed to be there. I mean, Caleb Williams hasn't looked dreadful. He hasn't
I mean,
turned the
he
ball
threw
over
the
a
ball
million.
36 times.
He threw the ball 36 times.
I mean, he only completed 17 of them, so luckily he
Oh,
had 200 plus, yards
oh,
of rushing. But fuck.
no,
I
I
mean,
mean
it's not.
this Bears team is incredibly incomplete, but the bigger issue with this game is how fucking bad the Eagles are. Like
No, the
their
Eagles are
defense is
bad.
horrible. Their offense is the worst thing we've seen. Like it's the most shocking thing that we've seen this year. You're going from obviously Super Bowl champions, offensive player of the year, running back, two great receivers who are somewhat kind of 1A, 1B ish. And now you've got nothing from any of those four. They are doing absolutely nothing impressive.
My only problem is, like, off the top of my head, when they needed to. So all right, so they showed up. It came back down 21 versus LA,
Yeah,
and Jalen was
early though.
slinging that shit. Okay, and they beat
Week 3.
Detroit. They beat Detroit 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's like, so is the
But
is
Detroit's
the
look like shit.
but I'm saying, are all these teams just that fucking close to
I
each
don't
other?
know.
Like, is that just like Carolina and then LA, the Rams, and then and
It it
Chicago and
it it
Philly? Like, are they all
it
just
can't be. There is not that much parity in the National Football League, and there shouldn't be. Like there, we I like yes, I like we called for the league not to be rigged and all this stuff, but there has to be bigger gaps, and there are gaps in terms of record. Like the Patriots are now 11-2, but fuck if like they're a good team. I don't fucking know. They're not compared to like a what good teams were last year
the
or
Patriots
years
have a
before.
good defense. Patriots have a good defense with a quarterback that's smart with the football, and they're starting to figure out their run game on top of having the best record in the NFL. And then if you look at, I mean, you want to talk parity. I mean, what's really, to be honest with you, there's always going to be two things when you go into the playoffs: run game, stopping the run game.
Yeah.
If you can't, if you don't have the ability to have, produce a run game and or stop the run game, you're fucked.
So the
So
Eagles
if
are
you look,
fucked.
I don't. Okay, well, if that Eagles team showed up where Saquon can't break 60 like most of the time this season, and they're
Saquon has
allowing
broke
two
what 100 twice. Bro,
once,
you almost hit that
one
Mac
time,
Jones.
one time, one time,
It's
he
my favorite video. Have
fucking
you seen that?
he
Mac Jones hit a when he was a Jag, ran for a first down, popped up to the football and hit like a. This is awesome.
I haven't seen that.
That was
But then you look
incredible.
at like Denver, okay, good defense, quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. He's cool. You look at the Colts, good defense, run game. Daniel Jones obviously doesn't have to do much. Now, when he does have to do much, sometimes it doesn't end up in the best. It's not the best outcome, but I don't know. But then, like, I don't know. You can't be so literal when you say parity, because it's like, oh yeah, every
No, but
good team is gonna have a
what I mean is like
good.
a team like Chicago, not Chicago, Carolina. Like
Mm-hmm.
yes, they have, I guess, the potential to have a good game here or there, but by no means should a team like the Rams, who they just beat, the Niners
When?
last week,
Oh, last week they beat.
Eagles, Niners, I don't know, whoever the fuck they beat, their defense looked incredible. Their offense looked even better. They showed up. Their defense looked like it never played football. Plus, Stafford threw 2 picks, which just killed everything. Um, so
They
I
beat the
don't, I
shit
don't
out
know.
of the Bucks. The
They beat the
Bucks. They
piss
beat
out
the
of the
shit out of
Bucks.
Tampa.
You're right. You're right. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, they should have performed the same way against Carolina. But it's just this weird inconsistency from good teams and then consistency from teams who aren't that good.
Okay, well the question is, Chicago first place in the NFC. If this playoff started right now, they get the first round bye at 9-3. Are they overrated?
Hell yeah.
Okay, and
Well, I mean,
the
you
reason I
also
agree with that.
like if yes, like if someone power ranked them as the best team in the NFC, they're wrong. But they are
Okay,
currently the best team in the NFC. I can't take that away from them.
sure. And I just think that yes, they have a 9-3 record, and besides this Philly win, the impressive wins. Like, there's not really many impressive wins yet. If you
No.
look over who they've beaten, they beat Dallas, which when they beat Dallas early, it was like, all right, cool. But I don't know. When you look at Dallas now, I think they're complete frauds. No matter how much people want to talk about them having a chance to make the playoffs, they're frauds. They beat Vegas, Washington, New Orleans, Cincinnati, the Giants, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, and then they beat Philly.
All scrubs.
So it's not like I don't know. It's for okay here for the Giants or for the Giants. Excuse me. For the Bears, that's great. Like for Chicago, like
Of
wow, like y'all
course.
are 9-3, and y'all were able to beat all these teams that were bad, and y'all were able to beat teams like Philly, and you're able to beat teams like Dallas. It's like for Chicago, perfect. But for the number one seed in the NFC, if
The
they end up being the number one seed in the NFC, they're getting slaughtered by whoever they play in the second round.
of course. But the other thing is like it's kind of like a I don't know, regardless of who Chicago beats during the regular season, we're still not going to give them that the respect because there's not really one team in the league right now who is full strength. Like there's not a good team that last year. There's not one clear favorite in the league. Like Carolina beating the Rams doesn't make us think, oh, the Panthers are the shit now. It's like, no, the Rams played like shit. Like
Oh, but it
even
can.
when they do win these games, like I still can't give it to the Panthers for beating a good team.
Is there a chance though? Maybe this is a stupid question, or you're just, or depending on how you answer it. Is there a chance that maybe this year in particular, it's not a leap year or a bridge year per se, but we're getting maybe a piece or a little hint of what? Okay, like I'm saying, maybe next year the like how do I word it? Carolina and Chicago say they get even better in terms of where we look back on this year and go like, oh no, they have been like progressing more than we thought. And like I'm saying, throughout week by week, we're sitting here just going like, how are these same old Panthers or same old Bears or same old Patriot, whoever like winning these games?
Yeah.
But then, like, say next year they add another piece and make another move, and they're even more dominant. And it's like, oh, okay. Like you got to think it's what the Giants are supposed to do a couple years ago when they made the playoffs too early, and everybody said, "Oh shit," and then fell on
Well,
their face
it's but it's
the
also
next year.
what the Texans were supposed to do and what Washington was supposed to do. And all of these young teams that have shown promise and then it's just immediately pulled away from them because of
Houston,
I don't
Houston's
know.
got the whole. We're going to talk about that soon, but Houston has they're flipping the whole AFC picture upside down.
I know, but
So I mean,
like when like I don't know. I guess we're just so used to obviously the Chiefs being atop the league usually, top teams being up there, Bills, Ravens, fucking Lions, all these teams, Eagles. And now they're all sitting here kind of falling apart and these young teams are putting good games together somehow, but I don't know. I'm not impressed by really a lot of these teams. Honestly, the
but
Patriots
I
have been probably the most impressive out of these few young teams.
but and then here's what I'll say though. If this translates to the playoffs, I don't
It's a
know if
new
I
league.
necessarily would be. I don't know if I'd be mad.
I wouldn't, but
Like if
if
if,
it
if
if
it's
it
like
if we
okay,
revert back to same old, which is possible, then it's just a waste of a regular season again.
if we end up in a situation where it's the Bills and the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game,
There's a
I
problem.
would be okay with it if it depended how they got there. If fucking Josh Allen and Bo Nix have an absolute shootout, it's like, all right, you can't be mad at that.
No.
If say if what if Jordan Love and or if what so
Or
if Brock Purdy
if the
and
Chiefs have to go into New England and go and play them to get to the AFC Championship, that's cool.
yes
But
yeah
and then
and
if the Chiefs beat them in New England or whatever, but I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
I don't know what's gonna happen and I think that, there's some teams that we'll look at and talk about later on to see just, I don't know how safe they are, but I don't even know who out of like I'll tell you for one thing for sure, I have no clue what the order's going to be, but I'm besides about 3 or 4 teams, I have no clue who's making the playoffs.
Agreed.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say, for terms of Super Bowl contenders, I wouldn't say that's Chicago. For Chicago, it's a fantastic year. If they get better after this year, well, I mean, you can't. They're
Mononga.
undeniable at that point. But I will say, besides that, I mean, and we kind of talked about it. Why does Saquon get this pass?
What?
But no, but why though? I'm saying Saquon has
Oh
not
boy.
ran for over 100. He has not ran for over 100. He's ran for over 100 once this year.
I don't
One
even
time.
like I maybe I'm stupid. I haven't heard like a reasoning like why he's so unproductive. I'm not sure why he's so unproductive. I'm not sure if someone has an answer to why he's so unproductive, but it's relatively concerning given that he ran for 2,000 yards last year.
I mean,
What
is
changed?
there that is a good question. Like, what changed? Because I have
Because
no
Saquon's
clue.
Saquon. Saquon's work ethic is above most in the league.
I
I don't
mean,
know what would have changed.
okay. I mean, here. I was sitting here trying to see, like, all right, what could have changed? Um, I mean, Kellen Moore,
Potentially. Did he leave last year?
he was there last year, right?
Sure.
Correct? I want to
No.
say, I think so.
I
Yeah,
thought he was he?
Kellen Moore, 2024. Okay, that's not what I typed. 2024. Regular season and road to Super Bowl victory. Yes, he was. Yeah, that's why he's the Saints head coach.
Then right? That seems like probably the biggest change. Sirianni has to take. I don't know who their current OC is, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I can't. Like what can we say about Saquon? Like he's already had an illustrious career. He's had a great career already. We can't turn and say that like this is his fault.
I mean, to go from 2,000 yards to can't, like, struggling to get 60.
And the crazy thing is he was running like a wild horse on the Giants who were horrible.
Bro, but last year for Philly, it was like, yo, fucking, you want to play? You already got like a buck 30. He's like, I'm good. Let the young cat, let the young cat see.
Yeah,
Like,
well
hey,
he was like
you want to break your record? Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
he
They
was
can
like
play. Like,
I'm not gonna play last week and I'm not gonna fucking yeah, break the what franchise record or
hit.
his
Well,
single
I think it was
game
his
record.
single, yeah, his
Yeah,
single game record.
I
But
don't know.
yeah, no, I don't know why Saquon gets a
Did you know
pass. That's
Jay
a little.
Ajayi has a British accent?
No, he doesn't.
Speaking of Eagles running backs,
JJ doesn't have a.
Google.
You want me to? I'll pull up a video. You want me to hear? I'll listen to him
There's a
talk.
video
There's
of
no
him
way.
talking about look up Jay Ajayi Darren Sproles, please. Please, 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 please.
What do you mean? Look him
Like
up.
on
Like
YouTube, go
he's.
and just look up Jay Ajayi Darren Sproles. He talks
Hold
about
on. No, I
Darren
want to
Sproles.
hear him.
And
Fuck
no, I
that.
know it's full
Fuck
British
that.
accent.
Hold on. 2017 NFC Championship post game interview. Anything is possible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. I
Bro,
did not know that.
I didn't know that he all right, so he was born in London. Then his family but he moved out of England. He moved to Maryland when he was 7. I guess he just has his parents' accent, but he's fucking sounds full
That's
British.
crazy. Yeah, I mean,
scared the shit out of me.
if he still grew up hearing that his whole life,
Yeah,
yeah, and
exactly.
every comment is he's British.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what the
Holy
fuck is
shit,
this? He's like,
Jay
yeah,
Ajayi
Darren
is
Sproles
British.
was my idol. I was like, I grew up liking football. I was like, holy fuck.